What's going on, you guys? What's going on, you guys? What is going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV. My eyes a little red because I've been asleep. This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing. What is going on, you guys? All right. Listen. I've been ready to talk about this all day long. Okay, y'all know I be at work at 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning and shit like that. I be at work in the morning, early in the morning. So y'all know y'all gotta wait till I get off of work. I had to do my Love and Hip Hop Miami review first before I, got dug into this, because I got a couple of opinions about this. Now, let's be clear here before we even get this thing started. I feel like I got to do disclaimers every time I talk about stuff like this. First things first, these are my opinions, positive or negative. They're my opinions. Number one. Number two, I ain't jealous of no nigga. I ain't jealous of no female. Number three, I don't know these motherfuckers besides what I see on YouTube and all this other stuff. That's all we know them for. Now, y'all know I be watching, y'all know I watch Funky Dineva for the most part. I do be watching him for the most part. And not only do I be watching him, sometimes I agree with Funky Dineva, sometimes I don't. That's the truth. Y'all know I've called Funky Dineva out quite a few times in the past. So that's the truth. Now, when it come down to Michelle Brown, I watch her sometimes, but then most of the time I don't, because she be shading my girl Candy all the time. That's why I don't watch her all the time. But sometimes if there's something that's going on, then baby, I'm tuned in. Now I gotta say this like Armand Wiggins. Unwind with Tasha K. I watch her too. And sometimes I disagree with her as well. So all I gotta say is this, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Anytime I say Tasha K's name, I'm gonna say it like Armand Wiggins. I don't know what it is about the way that Armand Wiggins say that lady name, but the way he say that lady name is just so fucking hilarious to me, and that shit gonna always be funny. So today we're here to talk about Funky Dineva, Michelle Brown, and Tasha K. Okay, that's what we're here to talk about. Now, it all started last night. Well, Funky Dineva was live. And y'all know that Funky Dineva go live every night around 8 o'clock. He do his weekly, not weekly, he do his daily lives 5 days out of the week or whatever, right? He was talking about Quad. And I know that Michelle Brown was one of the people that was talking about the whole Quad and King story about King, having like a stolen Rolls Royce that he gave Quad. I know she talked about it, and I know that YouTuber Lakeisha Keisha talked about it as well. Shout out to Lakeisha Keisha. I don't know if y'all ever heard of Lakeisha Keisha before, but Lakeisha Keisha, I like her. I like Lakeisha Keisha. I don't even think Lakeisha Keisha know who the hell I am. But shout out to Lakeisha Keisha, because I love me some Lakeisha Keisha. Okay? So, if y'all ain't tuned into Lakeisha Keisha, y'all need to subscribe to Lakeisha Keisha. All right? Now, he was talking about that. But then, as he was talking about the things that Michelle Brown said about Quad, it later led into him going in on Michelle Brown. Now, if y'all don't know, we're going to get into it. Now, Funky Dineva and Michelle Brown, they used to be good Judies. They both got sued allegedly, I believe. I'm just saying allegedly because I'm trying because I don't remember it. But I think they did get sued. They both got sued by Sheree Whitfield at one point in time, standing outside of, Chateau Sheree, taking pictures and videos of dirt and grass. And Sheree didn't like that. She wasn't fucking with it. And she took them to court. But I think they won the case. So that's what we know them from. And they were, you know, good Judies. They were best friends, you know. They was riding around. Lakeisha is the one who broke the story about King, not Michelle. I didn't say Michelle broke the story. I said she was one of the ones that was talking about it. And then I mentioned Keisha. I'm sorry. Then I mentioned Keisha right after I brought up Michelle Brown. So I didn't know who broke the story in the least bit. Now if I said Michelle Brown, if I fucked up and said Michelle Brown broke the story, then that's my apologies, but I don't recall saying she broke anything. I just remember saying that she broke the story. I mean, she was one of the ones that was talking about the story. But once again, Victoria, shout out to Keisha. All right. However, they were cool at one point in time, you know. At one point in time, Michelle Brown, she allowed Funky Dineva to stay in one of her rental properties. And then one night on Periscope, she went through the house. She was talking about how fucked up it was, you know, did videos about it, you know, crying about it, said with dog shit everywhere, trash everywhere, just fucked up, just toe up, fucked up, all that. That's what she was saying on it. She took him to court for it. He didn't pay rent, allegedly, or whatever. And according to her, she was you know, according to her, she was garnishing, you know, his sister circle checks and his Google checks at one point in time. And according to her also, she never really got an apology from Funky Dineva. You know what I mean? So it's been this ongoing feud between Funky Dineva and Michelle Brown for the last couple of years, honey. More recently in 2020, because I did a video about it. That's back when I first started doing videos in the closet. Funky Dineva went off on Michelle Brown when he was on Unwind with Tasha K platform, and he was going in on Michelle Brown. Michelle Brown responded, and he went back to not responding or not saying anything about Michelle Brown. However, Michelle Brown has taken her kicks every chance she get. If you don't watch Michelle Brown, you do know, even with the small amount of videos of hers that I do watch, I do know that Michelle Brown do keep her foot on that main neck. I do know that for a fact. I know that. And she do be keeping her foot on his neck. She do. Now, however, Tasha K and Funky Dineva have had some issues more recently. You know, we talked about it mainly through the TGIF drama last year. We talked about how Funky Dineva and Tasha K were having issues with one another. And, you know, Funky Dineva pretty much called Tasha K to the carpet and, you know, basically said that he didn't want to have nothing to do with her. He didn't want to be her friend, all this other stuff. And, you know, Tasha K felt like, you know, she really had no problem with Funky Dineva and all that other good jazz or whatever. So Funky Dineva then went off on both Michelle Brown and Tasha K last night on his live. Michelle Brown and Tasha K then went live on Michelle Brown's page. Now, I did watch the first beginning of Michelle Brown's video, like the first 30, 40 minutes of it, and took a couple of notes on that. By the time Tasha K came on, I did fall asleep in my bed. So I may have to go back and rewatch it and take notes, and so I can come back and do another video about this shit. That's probably what I'm gonna have to wind up doing. But I did take some notes that were more important from Michelle Brown's live. Now, this is what we're gonna do. We're going to start off by listening to what Funky Dineva had to say about Michelle Brown. Y'all know how this goes over here. Y'all already know that we listen to this stuff and we give commentary as we go. And then once we get done listening to everything, y'all do know that I'm going to give my full opinion on it right after the fact. And of course, I'm going to, you know, go into the notes that I did take from Michelle Brown's live. And then I'm going to give y'all my opinion on that as well. And then we're going to be up out of here in time for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So I don't intend on being on here no more than an hour. So shout out to all the people that's up in here. For the 300 folks that's up in here, shout out to you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to my platform if you haven't. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some things right now. Let me go ahead and play this. Let me put my mic on mute so y'all won't hear no echoes. Let's get into Funky Dineva.
Girl look better. So somebody said, and I'm not trying to be funny, I normally don't bring this type of crap up. They say Michelle Brown started the mess with the stolen car. A little bit of context. When me and Michelle Brown fell out, and that was around the time, or no, me and Quad had already been friends. Michelle Brown is quoted running into Quad somewhere and telling Quad, "Oh, you playing for the wrong team," meaning she was my friend. And from that moment on, Michelle sank her teeth into Quad, and she go over there and post lies and inflammatory stuff over there about her, the same way she do about me, the same way she do about Claudia, the same way she do about Candy. Okay, and y'all eat it up. And I'm going to tell y'all something. And I normally don't talk about Michelle Brown on my platform because I really don't care about Michelle Brown. I really don't. Michelle Brown, and listen, she's going to take this moment and turn it into 1,400 podcasts and 1,400 YouTube videos and have at it. The reality of the situation is, while Michelle Brown is sitting over there running her mouth about me constantly, here is the 100% unadulterated truth, okay? The unadulterated truth is that Michelle Brown is sick in her head and she needs to be examined by a doctor. I have lived in Miami for 7 years, okay? I lived in Miami for 7 years. On top of the 7 years, me and Michelle Brown fell out 3 to 4 years before I even moved to Miami. That is 10 years. It's been a decade without me and Michelle Brown having any sort of contact, communication, whatever. And she still find it her business to sit up on her YouTube channel day in and day out and make it about me. If you go on that girl's YouTube channel right now and search Funky Dineva, 80% of her videos will be about me. So with that being said, who's winning? I won. I've been won. A decade in, and you still find it in your soul to be upset or throw shade or whatever it is you call yourself doing after a decade of somebody not paying you any attention, a decade, and you're still going. Have at it. Because here is the reality of the situation. I own Michelle Brown.
Not him saying he owned Michelle Brown. Child, I forgot to make up my bed before we went on this live. He said he owned Michelle Brown. Now, I'm going to tell y'all one thing. Once I heard him utter the words, "I own Michelle Brown," I was like, oh, we're going there. Okay. So at this point of the commentary, Funky Dineva says, "I own Michelle Brown." Bold words. He said he owns Michelle Brown. We got to listen to what he said. He said, "I own Michelle Brown." Now, as I said before, I'm going to give y'all my full opinion on this after we're done listening to the audio, right? But what I will say is this. she does talk about him way more than he talks about her. Now, I do agree with that. And although I do watch him more so than I do watch her, I do know that he never really talks about her. She takes every opportunity to put her foot on that neck any chance she get. And that ain't no lies. That is all facts. Okay. That is all facts, period. So that is true. That is very true. She keeps her damn Steve Madden heels on his neck every chance she get. And I'm beginning to why she does it. But we're listening to his point of view right now. So, you know, let's continue on because he owns Michelle Brown. I should say that to somebody.
I own Michelle Brown. Michelle Brown is the only person I know that don't like me, that know more about my life than people that like me do. People I don't like, I'm not in and out their social media feeds. People I don't like, I'm not on their channels. People I don't like, I don't discuss. And sure, some flipping bitch gonna be like, yeah, but you discussing her now, you must be bothered. Nah, it was relevant to the story. I just brought it up. And I'm going to take it a step further. Here is why people like Michelle Brown do what they do. Because Michelle Brown has done a very good job of cultivating an audience of people who are similarly disenfranchised like her. They are people who are conventionally unattractive, who are miserable, who feels like the world has not given them everything they deserve. And they're also a very niche group of people. They're a group of people who feel like they get shitted on in life because they're a Black woman. Because they're a Black woman. Michelle speaks very well to that group of women who are, oh, they hate Black women. That's her tribe. That's her tribe. And it's a bunch of bitter, unattractive, miserable people. Those are her tribe. And that is why Michelle is able to sit up over there and tell lies that people know are lies. And they just run with it. They just run with it. They just run with it because you want to hate me so bad. And it's something about my light that bothers you so bad that you rather sit over there with her and hate. Again, my life is an open book. There is enough that you can read me about in my real life that you don't have to make up. But here's the bigger story. The bigger story is the reason why I don't get bothered by the stuff that Michelle Brown does. She doesn't like me. That's what you're supposed to do. That girl don't like me. I'll take it a step further. That girl hates me. So you can't get mad at somebody who dislike you or hate you.
Now, I'm going to be very, very frank. That lady does hate that man. She either hates that nigga or she strongly dislikes him. But I'm telling you, if I'm going to keep my foot on your neck, it was a person, she's definitely that person. Now, Funky, you said that the people that watch her are bitter Black women who are unconventionally unattractive. I hate it when you go, and say stuff like that, because I remember when you said the same thing about OG and everybody called your ass out and said you calling her ugly, but you not too far from looking how she looked. I remember someone said that about you. This is why I hate it when you read people and stuff. Like, I give it a listen, I get a cute little chuckle up out of it. But sometimes when you be reading folks, it kind of goes back, it kind of fall back on you sometimes when you be reading people sometimes funky. You know what I mean? Like, this is the time where I be like, it's like it's like I fuck with the nigga, but then when he start, saying shit like that, I'd be like, oh my God, nah, you had me before you start talking about folk being ugly and stuff. Can we not talk about people being ugly and shit? You know what I mean? But y'all reading, because at the end of the day, you feel what I'm saying? She is calling you junkie Dineva and things like that. So at the same point in time, a read is a goddamn read. And she been calling you all kinds of shit for the longest time. But leave it at her. You ain't got to call a fan base ugly, say they all ugly and shit. Because one thing about them, two things for certain now. Scotty Gang ain't ugly, baby. Nah. Most of the Scotty Gang is 35 and up. We are a more mature bunch of people, but that doesn't matter. Now, if you were going to talk about somebody being ugly, you could have left it for her. You did not have to talk about her fan base now. Now, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you? But the mass majority of us is 35 and up, according to my analytics. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that watch me the most, is 35 and up. Nah, I might be ugly right now. I just woke up from a nap. You can see it all up in my damn face. So I'm ugly right now, though. I ain't gonna let you say it. I'm ugly right now, though, but I ain't gonna let you say the shit. But whatever. Let's continue on.
For doing the things that people who dislike people do. That's what she does. But what is sad about it, and where I will always win over Michelle Brown, and why Michelle Brown is always going to be mad, is because everything Michelle Brown has tried to do against me for over a decade has not amounted to a pile of shit. She ain't stopped nothing. Michelle, you big, fat, funky, frowsy bitch. And I'm going to do you one better. While we on the line, Oliver saw your ass at the Nene Leakes show, and he came back and reported that you still just as musty, still just as stank, and still just as funky as you was 10 years ago when me and you stopped talking.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Funky frown against me for over a decade has not amounted to a pile of shit. She ain't stopped nothing. Michelle, you big, fat, funky, frowsy bitch. And I'm going to do you one better. While we on the line, Oliver saw your ass at the Nene Leakes show, and he came back and reported that you still just as musty, still just as stank, and still just as funky as you was 10 years ago when me and you stopped talking, when me and you used to go to dinner and you smelled bad. Why you sitting up on your YouTube always talking about me, you fat, funky, fish smelling, frowsy, fat bitch? You need to take your ass to the nearest Epsom salt factory and sign up for a customer appreciation tour. And you need to be somewhere talking about that. And you need to soak your big, fat, funky, frowsy, fish smelling ass in a tub of apple cider vinegar. Michelle, undeniably, you sit on social.
Nah, I gotta take my shades off for this one. Why you had to put Olivia Twix up in this? Now, Olivia Twix is over there on his platform doing his content with Quentin Harris, my Chasing Atlanta crush. Ooh. Yeah, you over there with Q doing your video, doing his videos with his BBL. with the great shit in his head, not worried about you hoes. Now, why you have to bring Olivia up in this? Now, if Olivia really did say that shit, why the fuck did you have to bring Olivia up in this? And this goes to show you, Olivia, girl, Olivia, let me tell you something, girl. Let me tell you something. Don't trust Funky Dineva because he's going to throw your ass under the bus on Mad Day. If anybody is cool with Funky Dineva right now, y'all need to tell that motherfucker shit because when he get mad, he going to tell you everything that you done said to him in confidence. When y'all was having a private little kiki, he going to run that shit, baby. When he get mad, he going to hop his happy jackass on that motherfucking YouTube channel and put that shit on blast. The way you just put Olivia Twix out there knowing goddamn well he ain't got nothing to do with it. What you put him in this for? Now, what you put him in this for? Olivia has nothing to do with this. So what the hell did you put him in this shit for? I mean, I'm just saying. Now, if he can't be, if like for real, this, and I know I'm being funny right now. I'm trying to give y'all a show or whatever, but I'm finna be real frank with you. That's Funky Dineva, and this is no shade to him. But Funky Dineva is a motherfucker that's definitely gonna throw your ass under that Greyhound bus when he feel like it. If you don't want what you said to be repeated, don't tell him shit. Okay? If you don't want what you said to be repeated, don't tell him shit. Okay? Don't tell him shit. I promise you, I wouldn't tell the motherfucker a damn thing. No shade. I'm just going by what you showed me. Okay? And what you're showing me is that you are not to be trusted. Olivia done went through enough shit already with this T.S. Madison shit. Olivia is over there minding his business, doing his videos over there with Babs and shit, interviewing the Tyra Banks girls. I have one photo in my hands, and this photo determines who will be up and running to be America's next top model. So you did not have to put Olivia in this, man. I just had to tell you that. Shout out to the 500 people that's in the chat, y'all. Oh, he did not have to do all of it like that.
Social media and make up stuff about me. You do. You stay talking about stuff that ain't got no relevance. Michelle, every single person, including Nene Leakes, talks about the way you smell. And it bothered me that a decade later, people are still talking about the way you smell. You have had to be stank for so long that you are nose blind to it. And here's the gag. Talking about her ain't even worth it. The bitch scary as fuck. The bitch scary as fuck. I'm back in the city. The bitch ain't gonna come outside. She ain't gonna come outside. She gonna sit back. She gonna go everywhere she know I'm not at. Because that's the type of scary bitch she is. And she gonna sit up and be stank somewhere. Like, a decade. A decade. The next time she do a video and she get to talking about me, all I want y'all to put in the chat is hashtag a decade. This is the longest I've talked about this girl since we fell out over a decade ago. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I regret this shit already. I regret it already because I broke my streak. I honestly regret doing it. I regret doing it already because I would never want to give her the satisfaction of thinking that I am somewhere thinking about her because I'm not. I'm not. And I know she gonna sit somewhere and her minions gonna be somewhere and be like, but she must be popping. You must be bothered because you gave the last 15 minutes of your show to Michelle. If that's what y'all need in order to sleep easy at night, then have at it. But here is one thing, two things, three things that we know for sure that a bitch will never be able to take away from me. And I'm looking you dead square in your face, motherfucking Michelle Brown, and I'm telling you this. I'm not in the same place you left me in, love. And that's the win in itself.
I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's just me. But bitch, them dogs barking in the background as he's going off is killing me right now. I am screaming to myself. As he goes off with them dogs barking in the background, I'm tickled. Go ahead.
That's the win in itself. I'm not in the same place you left me in. I've left your ass in the dust, and you have had the esteem, honor, and pleasure of sitting back in your reclusive state and watching me pop my shit for the last decade. While 10 years later, you still stink. 10 years later, you've got no shows, no new opportunities. In the world of Ozempic and Mounjaro, you still find a way to gain weight, which is for the life of me, I'm not understanding, because you always had a little bit of money. You still finding a way to get fatter, and then you still ate Michelle. Even if you gotta line your clothes with baking soda before you leave.
Oh my God.
You still got the audacity to talk shit about people, and you smell like a canal in the middle of Minnesota.
Oh God.
And I'm throwing Oliver all under the bus, and Oliver do forgive me, but Oliver came back and said last week when he saw you at the Nene Leak show thing, when you went over there and tried to talk to him, you were stank then, and 3 people came back and said you were stank at YouTube Black. Now, you don't gave me every STD on the man. I'm nasty. I'm on drugs. I'm on crack and all of this. And let me tell you something. Baby, I might have smoked all the crack from here to Timbuktu, but a bitch ain't never said I was stank. That's one thing about it, and 2 things for sure. My name might be Funky Dineva. You lied. You know good and goddamn well that was dog food. That was dog food that was busted at the front door of your condo, but you wanted to make it seem like I had doo-doo, like I'm sitting there living in a house with doo-doo at the front door, a house that you came to every day and picked me up. But catch this tea, bitch. In the midst of me living in that house with that doo-doo, bitch, I ain't never smell as bad as you. So here's the thing. Until Michelle Brown is able to walk these streets and get 3 consecutive random reports that she smelt fresh, you sitting up with some stale ass box braids, fat as a goddamn U-Haul truck, cracking stale ass jokes, junkie Dineva, and whatever else you be saying. Here's the funny thing. After a decade, that girl don't know nobody I know. That girl don't know nothing about my life. I don't even know what she's finding room to even still talk about at this point. That girl don't know nothing about my life. That girl, at best, she knows somebody that's like, oh, I saw Funky Dineva at Red Lobster. That girl don't know nobody that I know. But until we get 3 random reports that consecutively that you smell fresh, I'll never feel any ways tired about you. You old, you fat, you stink, you're not smart, you're non-degreed, you're washed up, your self-esteem is in the dump, you don't have a man, you don't have a baby, 2 things that you wanted, but your pussy was too corroded to get. Nobody in Atlanta sees it for you. You think you doing something because you be with Nene Leaks, and Nene, what's she doing these days? You have no access to any celebrity circles. You have no access to any networks. We have not seen you on any TV shows, any specials. You don't host anything. You don't get any bookings. You don't shop better than me. You don't eat better than me. You don't live better than me. You don't ride better than me. You don't vacation better than me. You don't have better friends than me. You don't smell better than me. You're not smarter than me. You're not more articulate than me. You don't have more weight in this space than me. So what you saying, bitch? What you saying? And moreover, when is it going to be done? When is it going to be done, Michelle? This like the sweet tea and quad thing. This like the sweet tea and quad thing. Drop down in the comments and please let me know one thing.
Now, let me tell you something. I'm here for a whole read now. I'm here for somebody to get read. I'm here for all of that shit. But you didn't have to talk about the lady pussy being quote unquote corroded and stuff like that, you know, and talk about her having a baby and stuff like that. Now, I just feel like there's levels to shit. And I know that people say there's it's all fair and love and war. You don't tell nobody how they supposed to respond to nobody. You don't tell nobody how, you know, how nasty to get with somebody or whatever. I get that. But that shit took me, like that shit hit me in my damn gut. You know what I mean? One thing about it and two things for certain, you can say whatever you want to say about me. You can say I hate black women all motherfucking day. You can say all that bullshit all day, but y'all ain't never heard me say no shit like that. Y'all ain't never heard me talk about no woman in that way. Y'all have never heard me say that. Not even in the days when I was in a bathroom and I was problematic as fuck, and I never said no shit like that. Ever. I don't even go that damn low. God damn. Like, that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Like, God damn. But in the same breath, it's like, could we really judge him for saying what he said about her having a kid when she has alluded to him having HIV and things like that? Now, y'all know I got to look at things from both sides. Now, although their read was a whole lot for me, it was also a lot for me when she tried to say this man had HIV and STDs and stuff like that now. You know what? I'm finna do something that I don't never normally do, but I'm finna do it anyway. Hey, girl, I see you in my chat. You know, normally whenever I see you in my comments, you know, you be calling me, you know, you be saying, you know, the gay boys gonna stick together, you know, you also call me a pick me in Destiny's comments, and you also tried to say that I disrespect black women too. So it's mighty funny that you're here, but you know, I love you though. Thank you for coming by. Anyway, let's get into it.
One thing that Michelle Brown got going on better than me. Michelle can't go nowhere I can't go. She can't shop nowhere I can't shop. She can't eat nowhere I can't eat. She can't live nowhere I can't live. But on the flip side of things, I can do all those things 10 times better than her. Oh, Q, this is borderline bullying. No, the fuck is not. That girl got 10 years worth of comments, all about 10 years worth of videos about me. And this right here alone is going to give her another 10 years worth. Have at it. And see, I'm changing up my tune a little bit because I normally don't address other YouTubers and bloggers and all that. Tasha K, you another one. You another one. I've tried to keep my peace.
Now, Funky Dineva is now going into Tasha K. Y'all know I love this. I gotta say it. I gotta say it like Armand. He's about to talk about Tasha K. Tasha K. Let's get into that part. We over 600 people. We're almost at the 700 people range, y'all. If y'all are brand new to the platform, go on and subscribe. Shout out to ATLien for the super sticker. Let's get into it, y'all.
peace with you. Okay? But Tasha, I want you to know this, and you can put this on record. Okay? You can put this on record. The next time I publicly see you, I am going to walk up to you and I'm going to slap the shit out of you. And then I'm already just throw my setup and be ready to fight your husband. And the sad part about it is I actually like your husband a lot. I have no problems with your husband. You, on the other hand, Tasha, you the same raggedy bitch that every time you see me in public, it never fails. Every time you see me in public, you run up in my face trying to be my friend. The last time it was at Spoon's Them wedding. Back up before that, it was at Spoon's Them dinner. I walked in, Tasha K and her husband was sitting at one end of the table. I went and sat down at the other end of the table. I said hello to everyone, including Tasha and her husband. I went and sat at the other end of the table. We get to the end of the dinner. Here come this bitch bringing a chair down from the other end of the table. She gonna come put a chair next to me, talking about so funky, trying to talk to me. And I said to her, Tasha, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not interested in being friends with you. Tasha's response was, Funky Dineva, how can you say that? You don't know me on a personal level. And I said to her, and you've done enough for me to not want to know you on a personal level. I don't want to be your friend. And you sat at the end of that table all but begging me to try to be your friend. We let that ride. I told you, Tasha, I don't want nothing to do with you. Whenever I see you, though, we'll speak and it's cool. Industry courtesy. Ran into you at Spoon's wedding. She was the MC and the person with the mic, interviewing the people, asking them what they had on. I can coexist with anybody. I got out the car. I saw that her ass was MCing it. I rolled my eyes. I put my big boy panties on and I said, let me go do the interview. I did it. She did the whole what are you wearing thing. I played nice in the sandbox. We get ready to leave the party. I'm leaving. Me, Carlos King, and his friend drove. We leaving the party. I'm sitting in the car waiting on Carlos. Tasha come walk her ass up to the car, want to hug me, talking about, even though you don't fuck with me, I'm going to keep hugging you and I'm going to keep trying until you be my friend. She said, I'm going to keep trying or something she said.
And I'll be damned if I do some shit like that. I'll be damned if I beg anybody to be my motherfucking friend, okay? I don't know what the hell was wrong with Tasha K, but ain't no way in hell I'm begging any nigga, any woman to be my motherfucking friend. You got me fucked up. I don't know what Tasha K was on that day, but she was on some other shit. Because what the fuck is you doing, girl? What is you doing? And what we talking about? That's all I'm saying. Tasha K is a mess for that. That's all I'm saying. I ain't hugging nobody that I don't fuck with. Okay? And that's all, period. Let's continue.
These bitches will see you in person and want to be your friend and smile up in your goddamn face. But then they always, Tasha, you somebody who sat in my face and let it be known you want to try to be cool. I'm the one who told you I'm not interested in being friends with you. Then what you do? You go on Instagram, you take a picture of the little post I put up yesterday. I text Tasha personally. I texted her on the side. And I put, why don't you take this down? I don't bother nobody. I stay in my corner. How about you stay in yours? Something to that effect. She read it, but didn't respond. But then went back on the post and gonna try to read the baseboard. Bitch, my house just got cleaned by my MF and housekeeper. Y'all seen James did it. My bathroom is distressed wood and chiplac. Okay, so that discoloration that you seeing, That is the natural color of the wood. She'll go on her post my base boys. That's the shit y'all do. You don't have to like me. Okay? You don't have to like me. But y'all cannot say, what do I always say? I don't discuss other YouTubers. I don't discuss other bloggers. I don't bother nobody. I don't bother Michelle Brown. I don't bother Tasha K. I don't like this. When I wake up tomorrow and all the blogs say, Funky Dineva and Tasha, but Tasha, I'm here to let you know the next time I see you, and you might as well go ahead and get the temporary restraining order, because that's y'all some more go to court ass bitches. The next time I see you, I am going to slap the shit out of you for playing with me. So don't even fix yourself to try to speak, to try to be polite. I'm going to slap you, and then I'm going to stand back and look at your fuck-ass husband.
And I really hope that you stand back and be ready for her fuck-ass husband. I really hope that you do that, because you really seen your ass on the internet threatening to slap a woman in their damn face. Now, here's the kicker. You have been, like, these women have been talking about you. I understand that. But you don't go and threaten to hit no woman in their face now. That's what you don't do. And that's the bitch ass shit that people gonna be, like, that's all they're gonna take from this is the fact that you threaten to fight a woman. And that's not cool. And that's nothing to brag about. That's nothing to even say. If you wanted to say you want to fight somebody, you could have just said, when I see you, Tasha K, I'm just gonna have to beat your husband ass since I can't whoop your ass. That's what I would have said. Because I'm never going to put my hands on no damn woman then. Let's be clear now. You did too much with that. Now, you know, I can see everything from both sides, and y'all going to get my full opinion after this is over. Trust and believe me, y'all going to get my full opinion, but we just listening to what he was saying. But he was doing way too much when he started saying that he was going to slap the shit out of her. Now, he went too far with that. He did. He went way too far with that. If you... Remember on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, that last reunion that they had, Zell was arguing with April, and he told her to shut the fuck up before he beat up Fizz. He knew that he couldn't put his hands on her, so he gonna put his hands on her nigga. That's what you supposed to do. You feel what I'm saying? Or better yet, do what I do. Go get your homegirls to whoop her ass. That's what I do. I got a couple of homegirls that's ready to whoop a motherfucker ass, whoop a girl ass for me. If one come at me crazy, all I gotta do is call her. Jessica, please come and get her. Go get her. Cause I'm not finna do this with no female. Like, go get her. You know what I'm saying? So nah. Absolutely not.
And I don't want nobody to be like, he bullying her and that's a woman, because I'm calling your husband ass to the motherfucking carpet too. I want to whoop his ass because of you. You and your husband to this day, y'all could give me a Quick Trip address, and I'll roll up to the Quick Trip and whoop his ass on the strength of you. I want to fight your husband on the strength of you.
Ooh. Shout out to the 700 people that's in here.
And that's just where I'm at with it. At 41 years old, I'm tired of y'all bitches bothering me. I don't bother nobody on this internet. I come, do my stories, I check out, and I go home. Y'all jealous bitches sit up and bother me. Tasha K, we've been good since Spoon's wedding. Somehow or another, you got a wild hair up your ass and decided, let me pick shit with Funky Dineva. And why? When people can't access you physically, they will try to access your emotions. And what's the point of all of it? Both of y'all bitches feel like I've passed both of y'all by way too far. I've gotten too high. So what do you want to do? You want to bring me back down to this space. And trust and believe, y'all, I already regret doing this. I already regret it. I already regret it because they both are so satisfied right now.
They are.
That they have gotten me off my high horse and they've been able to bring me down to a place where I'm addressing them, which means what? they must be relevant in my world. But people can only take so much. I don't bother anybody in this space. Y'all don't see me coming on talking about other bloggers and talking about other YouTubers. I like to keep things, but I guess other people don't have it that way. So here, I am saying this out loud, okay? I'm saying this out loud because I am done being nice. At the point in which I used to try to be mature and try to play nice in the sandbox, I'm not playing nice with bitches no more. Tasha K, Tasha K, Tasha K, you and your husband are first on the list. I am telling you now, with every fiber of my being, the next time I see your balding ass, I'ma slap the fuck out of you for the old and the new, okay? I even just did a Raw Ali interview where they ask, oh, who are some of the people that's really doing it in the YouTube space? And like a dumbass, despite the fact that this girl constantly shit on me, constantly post stuff in order for people to read me and be shady, like a dumbass, on every platform I'm on, whenever somebody ever asks me who is doing it in these space, I always call out Tasha K name. And I always say, you know, people may feel whatever they feel about Tasha K, but you can't take away from her what she's built. And all I have ever asked in this space was for some of you bitches to grant me the same or to leave me alone. Or to leave me alone. Now, Tasha, you may respond, you may say whatever it is you want to say, and I really don't care. Because this is going to be the gimme gotcha. And this is going to be the thing, whether you admit it or not, this going to be the bullet that cuts your ass at night. I can honestly hold my head up high with integrity, maturity, and honesty, Tasha, and say, I've never started nothing with you. I've never gone out of my way. I've never taken your content and reposted it on my page in an effort to get people to laugh at you. I don't bother you. I don't bother you. So you have to ask yourself, after you and I had a relatively decent run-in at Spoon's wedding a couple months ago, where you came up to me and hugged me, trying to interact with me all, because see, that's the thing y'all don't understand. That's all these hoes want, is for me to be their friend. They want to be in my orbit. They want to be a part of the crew. They want me to love on them. And here is the gag. I'm down to do all of it. I want to be everybody's friend. Y'all the ones that don't know how to be friends. And what you did this weekend, Tasha, is inconsistent with the shit that was coming out your mouth when I was with Carlos King at Spoon's wedding. Why do you bother me? I don't bother you. I don't bother you. I don't bother Michelle Brown. I don't bother nobody. But just know this. Every time any one of y'all bitches make a video about me, especially you, Michelle Brown, please know that I'm sitting somewhere with my leg crossed, sitting pretty, saying I own that bitch. Because Michelle Brown, I own you. I legitimately own you. Like, your entire YouTube existence is me. Again, you're unattractive. You're not entertaining. Nobody tunes in to watch Michelle Brown because she's funny. The only people who tune into you are people who hate me. So I struck a nerve. So they want a meeting place for them to be able to sit and canoodle. And as much as people try to front and act like, and she gonna make her video and she gonna talk her stuff and call me Junkie Dineva and laugh and all of this, bitch, I'm doing damn good for a junkie. And for you not to be a junkie, and me to not been in, for you to not be a junkie, and for me to have not been around you for 10 years, and I have quantifiably ascended to this level, and we can't think of nothing that you've done in 10 years that's taken you to the next level, I won. I won. Angie, I won. And I'm so far ahead of you at this point that nothing you do on your little low level down here affects me. That's why I've ignored your ass for a decade. It was just relevant in this moment. Every time you bring up my motherfucking name, bitch, remember, he rich. And he might have been raggedy when he was my friend, but look at his ass now. He MFing doing it.
Rich.
So make sure when you mention the bad stuff that you say that too. Same for you, Tasha. You want to talk about my baseboards? You make sure every time you bring my damn name up, every time you put it on a blog, you make sure you say, but that nigga where I want to be. You make sure you say, he got the industry access and connects I wish I had. You make sure you say, I might not like that Funky Dineva, but them TV networks and them shows, they really fuck with that nigga. You make sure you say, Funky Dineva, now I might not like him, but he's smart and he articulate. You make sure you say, Funky Dineva, he might have been evicted and repoed and on drugs and was down bad, but when he got himself together, he got himself all the way together. You make sure you say that. Preferably before I fatten your lip, because I am going to slap the shit out of you when I see you, bitch. You and your husband. Get ready for it, and I'm getting out of here. Bye.
If that wasn't a crash out, I don't know what was, honey. If that wasn't no goddamn crash out, I don't know what was, child. Now, before I get into my opinion, let me also get into some notes that I took when I was watching Michelle Brown's video. Like I said, I did watch the first 45 minutes of it, but then I fell asleep and took a nap by the time Tasha came through. So I took like 5 notes, and I'm gonna go in on that. Now, let's start off by saying Michelle Brown stated that she built Funky Dineva. She said that she produced his content, she helped make him who he was, and all of those things. Now, I don't know if she built Funky Dineva, but I do know that they were friends at one point in time. That was during the time where, you know, Michelle Brown had the Straight from the A blog at the time. And I do know that back in the day, back in the gap, when I was in my early days of YouTube, I think this was around 2010, 2011. That's when blogs was still a thing. That's before YouTubers became like a big old thing. And it was people like her and Sandra Ross and Tamara Tattles and shit like that and all that. But if you really, really wanted the real tea about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and what was going on during filming, you tuned in to Michelle Brown. Not her YouTube, but her actual blog, okay? And during those early times, her and Funky Dineva were very, very close. They were close. She did things for him, all of that. So that could be what she means when she says that she built Funky Dineva. Next thing, shout out to the 8. I ain't know it's 800 of y'all up in here. Shout out to y'all. And if some of y'all are new to the platform, y'all go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay, like you are right now. Go on and subscribe. Let's see. Michelle says that she doesn't understand why she's the bad person when she's the one who housed him. I do understand that too. Why am I the bad person when you're the one who did me wrong? Why am I the bad person when you're the one that trashed my house and didn't want to pay me for it? Why am I the bad person? I get that. Michelle Brown also says she produced his content. He allegedly stole money from her, allegedly stole her credit card to pay his phone bills, but she's the villain. And she said he never apologized. That's what she said. Because, baby, I ain't say it. She said. I ain't said a damn thing. Okay. She also said that when he said that that Michelle Brown told Quad that she was on the wrong side or whatever, she said that's not what she said. She literally said that she told Quad that, she don't mess with nobody that messes with him, basically. Right? And then she says that he was lying when he said that, she blocks other people's bags and she don't block folks' bags. She ain't got time to be blocking nobody's bag. Now, that's what she said. Those are the 6 notes that I took. Now, let me just say this to y'all. When it come down to this whole beef between Funky Dineva and Michelle Brown, I'm going to tell you guys this. I can see shit from both sides of the field. This is why. If I put you in my rental property and I let you stay in my shit and all I asked for was for my rent, and you didn't want to pay me the rent because you felt like because we were friends, you didn't have to do that. And I put you out my house. And when I come to my shit, you done trashed it, you done fucked it up, and all that shit. Motherfucker, I'ma be mad with you. I'ma feel some kind of way about you tearing up my shit when I done nothing but try to help your ass out. All you gotta do is give me my motherfucking money. All you gotta do is do what you're supposed to do. If you do what you're supposed to do, we ain't got no problem. That's how I go about the friendship shit and stuff like that. Like, absolutely not. Like, if I do something for you and you don't follow through, then you got to suffer the consequences. Bitch, get the fuck out my house. But at the end of the day, don't get out my house and then destroy the shit. You feel what I'm saying? Now, we went to court. We did everything that we had to do. I got my money. I garnished your checks or whatever, right? I did all that. So now it's been a few years and Michelle is still putting her foot on his neck. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that it was certain things that happened. She went on Periscope, exposed him. He decided to do a video, said that a cock stank, all that other stuff, and whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So he started telling all her business and things like that. So for me, she got every right to be mad with him or got every right to not want to fuck with him at all. Because one thing about it, you cannot do me wrong or disparage me or betray me and tell me how mad I'm supposed to get and tell me how long I'm supposed to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't get to tell me how long I'm supposed to be mad. Now, let me be honest with y'all. Will I be like Michelle Brown, sitting up here taking every chance I need to get to take shots at this motherfucker every chance I get? Absolutely not. Because let me tell you something. One thing about Scotty by Nature TV, or one thing about Scotty as the person and not the YouTube personality, I am not about to spend my whole life dragging you over some shit that you did years ago. Because, bitch, I got my money. Everybody knows how foul you was to me. The world knows it. I ain't got to say a motherfucking thing else. I got my money. I don't fuck with you no more. You're dead to me. I got what the fuck I needed to get, and I would never speak on you again. Okay? That's one thing about me. When I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I don't talk about you. I don't say shit about you. I move on with my life. I don't say a motherfucking thing about you or to you, because I no longer give a fuck about you at this point. You feel what I'm saying? Once I'm done with you, I am motherfucking done, baby. There is nothing more to be said anymore at that point. It is nothing more to be said. So I can understand why he would get upset because she's constantly talking about him. She constantly speaking about him. I mean, I'd be upset with with a motherfucker they keep on talking about me and I ain't talking about them. Like, why are you constantly talking about me? You know what I mean? I get that. No, I get it and I understand it. You know what I mean? Like, it's motherfuckers out here that I don't like. It's YouTubers out here that I don't fucking like, that I don't fuck with. There are certain YouTubers out here that have did shit to me behind, did some treacherous shit to me. But I ain't on here talking about it. There's some shit that y'all don't even know about. I'll never put it on blast. So, I'm going to put it to you like this. Michelle got every right to still be mad at him. She can be mad for as long as she wants to because she was the one that was treated fucked up. He's the one who fucked her over. So if she want to still be mad with him and not want to fuck with him, that's her solitary right. Can't nobody take that from her. But if you're going to keep on mentioning the motherfucking name for years to come, you got to know they're going to come back and respond to your ass. That is what you call looking on both sides of the fence. I'm not going to block my blessings because I'm still trying to go in on you and prove a point. I'm not finna do that. Let God deal with your ass. And at the end of the day, they're still hurt by the situation. They're hurt by the situation. They're hurt. Both of them are hurt by it. Y'all, it's a comment up in here. And I know they mean well, but let me tell y'all. I know they mean well, and I ain't even mad with them about the comment, but let me just tell y'all, if this was a long time ago, Scotty would have went the fuck off about said comment that was just up in here. I ain't even gonna give this shit no light, okay? I promise you I'm not. I'm not. Because I don't care. But I think that at the end of the day, people, they're hurt. Michelle keep on saying he did me wrong. He treated me some kind of way. He fucked me over. He fucked up my house when I did what he did. He's supposed to be my friend. Every time she speaks on Funky Dineva, she says that was supposed to be my friend. That was supposed to be my ride or die. That was supposed to be my friend. You know what I mean? She always say that. And anytime I hear somebody say some shit like that, that means they still got some residual feelings about it. They are still hurt by the situation. So I definitely understand where she's coming from. But I also understand when a motherfucker keep on calling your name and I've been asking you to stop calling my name. At the end of the day, Michelle and Funky, y'all need to, I feel like this is what y'all need to do. Y'all can go to a boxing ring and y'all can get a microphone. Y'all need to get a microphone. And this is what I want y'all to do. When y'all go to the boxing ring and y'all get a microphone, and I want y'all to sing this song, y'all. And I know y'all don't like it when I sing, but I ain't gonna sing too long. You know. But this is what y'all need to get in a ring and sing. I don't wanna lose this relationship, so we gotta stay strong. Don't wanna move on. I know you're sick and tired of the fussing and the fighting and the cussing, but I love you and you love me too. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I'll take you back. You take me back. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I'll take you back. I'll take you back. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how far you go, don't take your love away because I love you and I want, and girl, I need you. So let's just work it out. I ain't trying to waste your time, and I ain't trying to waste your time, and I ain't trying to waste your time, and I don't want to waste your time. I'm just saying, every time I hear that stuff, it's just like I be hollering, y'all. I holler. Every time I hear them go back and forth, that's the song that I think about. Oh my God. Y'all, I think this is about that time where I end this video because I feel like I'm being tried. Not really being tried. I feel like I'm being baited right about now. I think it's about time for me to end this. Because Love and Hip Hop about to come on in a little while anyway. But let me just say, should I say anything? I think I should. Let me just say this. And then I'm going to be done, y'all. Because it keeps popping up in my chat. So I'm just going to say this. Listen. Can you stop bringing that person up in here? Stop bringing them up, okay? It's been years. I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't care. I promise you I don't. And I'm never gonna get up here and do shit and say anything. I don't care. Okay? And that's just that on that. That's all I'm gonna say on that. And stop bringing that person up to me. We don't fuck with each other, and that's it. We aware of that. I ain't got no issue with him or nothing like that. So stop bringing that man up. Because whatever I needed to say about that person, I said it years ago. Ain't no need for me to say it now. Okay? So, with that being said, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. I really do. I hope y'all enjoyed the show today. We had over 800 folks up in here. And that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'm gonna ask y'all this. Do y'all want me to come back and talk about the Tasha K part of the Michelle Brown video? Because I do have to go back and watch it so I can take notes from it. Do y'all want me to come back and talk about that? Because I fell asleep when I got home from work when I was trying to watch it. Y'all want me to do that? Sending love from Mississippi. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all. Okay. So a couple of y'all are telling me that y'all want me to come back and talk about, the Tasha K and Michelle Brown part of it all when they responded. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that tomorrow or tonight. It's probably gonna be tomorrow because I really don't have nothing to talk about for tomorrow. So I'll probably wait till tomorrow to do it because I gotta do Love and Hip Hop tonight. Y'all know after Love and Hip Hop Atlanta goes off, I gotta go to bed because I gotta be up at 4:00 in the morning. So it's probably gonna be tomorrow. But y'all, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Like I said, we had over 800 folks up in here. And I had a good time talking to y'all. But with that being said, y'all, I am out of here and I will talk to you guys at another time. See y'all later. Ooh, I didn't even press end stream, y'all.